So
季節を先取り、アークナイツでは一足早い夏が到来。ビーチに降り注ぐ日差し、グルメにライブ、これが観光都市シエスタ。これが私の好きな街だから、もしこの穏やかな光景を壊す者がいれば、私は情けをかけない。アークナイツ新イベント、青く燃ゆる心。こんにちは、見知らぬ人。
I don't know why. There's one that's really odd. Her name's Nyanners. I don't know why I subscribed to her. I kind of regret subscribing to her. Is this ad block off? Yeah, just make sure I support it. I know the advertisers don't make money from it. Anyways, she looks like she has a pretty fucked up past. To get big, probably. I'm not gonna say I know, but like from what I've looked at the algorithm a while back, I think she had a fling with PewDiePie a while back. Yeah, I think that's why I was like making that joke, like, well, she should go back to the litter box, right, in my head. That was probably something he probably didn't want to remember. Yeah, it's like her agreement to getting cash is that he does the chores in the house. This is before he met Marzipan. I don't know if it was like or while, I can't tell. Yeah, it was a while she was with Marzipan, and I think Marzipan knows that and just pretends like it didn't happen because it's much better that way. Oh, I have no idea how much I don't want to look at this, talk about this. You know, when I'm video trimming, this is what I rather talk about. When I'm video trimming, I rather look at internet historian's beautiful beard. Look at this, he looks sexy. You know, internet historian editing video clips, I'm thinking of going to a barber shop and doing hair clips.
Pair of fresh socks.
Fresh socks. Get that barber, go to Great Clips, right? There's just so much immaturity in the mirror. Yeah, this is why I was like thinking, well, I thought of her. She's like, yeah, so basically, yeah, they just did the chores. She did the chores and she would get, what's a stipend? $5,000 a month or something? I'm not sure. That could be just a conspiracy theory. Let's just call it a conspiracy theory. She also got into prostitution to make a living a while back too. I don't know if it's still happening. I know for a while her fans pitied her and said that she should not be doing YouTubing or whatever. That's why the Nyanners meme became a thing. No one wants to talk about how it started. That was on the live. I think it was on one of her live streams for like 5 or 2 minutes. I think Hill told her to go to the hospital. If you think if Nyanners is like a troubled girl with a troubled cat past who needs to go to rehab, no one's gonna blame you. She definitely stabbed people to get to the top. I think she definitely did some flings with YouTubers. YouTubers gave her traffic out of pity, right? You know, the relationship went south. Yeah, and it's like, well, we can go subscribe to. That's basically how she got big initially. Actually, sure, does that mean you can give her more pity subs? Yeah, I mean she's catching up to Tim Pool. Tim Pool has then there's an Amber Alert I saw for her for like Tim Pool. I think she tried to stalk Tim Pool's house once too. Yeah, 4 a.m. actually, 4 a.m. in the morning. She has an attraction for Tim Pool. He's got a beanie, right? Really into him. Right, and she tries to scale through his fence, right? Tries to enter his home. Tim made some wall joke, right? And she's one of those few people like, well, you can look at her vids and appreciate it, but like beyond like asking her personal life, you don't want to ask about it. You don't want to ask about her personal life. You just enjoy her vids and pity her. Because the moment you ask her personal, oh, well, the party is ruined. It's ruined. And you just... Yeah, I made a video about her being in line with the Pleiades. I'm not sure. I just see... So here's the odd thing. I see when God moves, or when God, or whatever the hell it is, talks to you, tries to poke you, right? Because there are imaginary friends that poke through you through their YouTube algorithm. They all do that, and society just calls you schizophrenic and crazy, right? But they do this all the time. Because why? Theoretically, you can. And because you theoretically can do it, why don't you? Because you can't prove it. I don't really care these days. I'm, like, retired. I'm trying to go to school so I can forget about this. Also, I post this because, look, there's star constellations. It's cool, ain't it? Right there, star constellation. I guess she was a mercenary at some point. Just killed people, got money, and their clients gave her subscribers. Like, people are like, well, how does a YouTuber get this big? Right? You're wondering, like, how do you get references, right? I'm just going to put this conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's true. Because I know these look like Amber Alerts I see. I can post more Amber Alerts I see. Yeah, it's like the client's like, well, I can give you some more people. I'll just manipulate the YouTube algorithm a little bit. Just talk to Sunir. Just have her trend more. Yeah, this is just a sad life we have. Meanwhile, I'm banned from Facebook. I can't even do live. I'm not going to try. Yeah, let's not try anymore on that. Now it's time to let's talk about Internet Historians Custom Concordia. That I don't really want to. Oh, there's a reaction on this. Oh, F that. I'll do something different. Let's do a. This is called Trivia Day. I'm gonna go LARP and complain about how much work it takes to make this video. That one's legit. So let's go complain about FPS. Look at that work, right? Look at that work. That's so much work. He's not compensated fairly as a YouTuber, right? He might actually ask that to you, man. This is one of those things where, like, I don't like calling the general public out, but since I'm an SJW and I have a mental disorder, that psychologist, an invisible one, they call it social justice warrior. Psychologists don't like to call SJW a mental health disorder, but it technically is. If you ever visit a psychologist, you know they give you that glare. You know history. I'm on board with you guys. They want to side angle it both ways. They do that all the time. Psychologists are not for any side, by the way. You're not buying any medicine. I hate you. I'm now a right winger, right? Even though I'm left. Vice versa. They just want you to sell your medicine bottle. They just want you some stuff for the pharmaceutical companies. They're like Martin Shkreli, really. Look at this beautiful artwork.
That at least compartments.
This you needed to at least crop images. You need to layer properly. He needed to at least use 3 or 4 layers to make this video, right?
Yes! There's water, you can't go down. Let's go down the other side.
So I'm watching ads because I want to be compensated.
This could have been avoided. Just watch the ad to see why.
Mark and Sam both have home insurance. Mark.
In a moment we'll start the pumps, I'll let you know. In the theatre, the whole magic box apparatus slides right off the stage and falls into the crowd, further increasing panic. On the bridge, an announcement is being prepared. They are going to lie to prevent a panic. Let's just say we have a blackout.
Lie, right? They already were before, by the way.
The deputy chief engineer enters the engine control room. He confirms to the bridge that at least compartments 5, 6, and 7 are flooded.
Now the excuse is here because it wasn't making.
The captain to inform you that due to an
NordVPN
electrical
can't
fault, which is
make money.
currently under control,
Here's what I would
our
do.
technicians are working to resolve the situation.
Wanted to make money as
more
more
developments as they occur. Thank you for your attention.
I'll tell you.
Coincidentally, at the same time in the restaurant, they're playing My
they
Heart
should
Will Go On,
advertise.
and it's very much not helping the situation.
So, here's what advertisers can do. if you're, let's say the video is a political problem, right? And they're trying to present a solution to that problem. Your advertisement should reflect the solution to the problem. I just thought about it. That's an exception, right? Where is that? That's nowhere. Advertisers have to use their big noggin to do shit. And of course, I hate the employers too, by the way. Just so you know, I'm not the employer's best friend. I fucking hate them too. I haven't gotten a job. Amazon poked me in the arse. Do I look like I'm being mature right now by not saying anything about that? I'm not going too much into detail. They just short people too much. I've seen people move up. Nothing happens, right? I don't get a move up. You know how pissed I am? I don't say anything because I have a job, right? I'm diplomatic enough not to say anything. So, like, look around. Look at this shit. This is hard work, right? An internet historian could very well get no money from this, right? Look, he came here because he enjoys what he's doing. Right? This stuff takes time. It takes
back and forth to the shore, picking people up.
This was a separated video he got from some other video. He's had at least research and investigate 7 separate videos to put on this one video, right? 7 different clips to make this one large clip. Who knows what software he used? He might have used Photoshop. He might have used Macromedia Flash, right? It doesn't matter. This is a lot of fucking work. Right? You are making this work. This boat and this ship could have been on the same layer, right? This is a lot, and you're not making any money, right? Because you need to at least have a certain amount of subscribers to make it big, right? They're not just going to give it to you like within the first 10K or 5K or 50 anymore, right? Because back in the old days, YouTube actually used to train door-to-door salespeople from the ground up. With just 5 subscribers, you could make money. Right? People used to care. They don't care anymore. No one cares anymore. Right? And then, well, I kind of want to avoid Nyanners because Nyanners just does prostitution of different kinds. And that's how she gets her fans, right? The clients don't say anything. They just pity her. She just screeches like a cat. That's the joke. And they say, well, I really want to say, then they're like, well, go back to the litter box and then be a little, okay, I'm sorry. I freaked out. I'm really sorry. Here's some subscribers, Nyanners, right? They drink a beer and then they forget about it. Because why would you want to remember that? I wouldn't. Is it a scandal? Well, the thing about her is there's a pity beg, right? She does this pity beg thing where people pity her, so she gets more subscribers in return. So it's not really a scandal. Because people pity her, it makes her bulletproof, right? Yeah, you go to live stream, you'll see it. It's like, I really feel bad for her, right? She'll blow up for a little bit, right? That's why I think she's protected. You might respect her less, but you know, they're subscribers, they're big YouTubers you just pity, right? They're just big because they pity you. You don't have to like her, but you should still subscribe to her, right? She's making cat videos. Not everyone likes a cat, but they still feed a cat kiplets, right? Or mouses. And she's also gotten DUI charges, too. You just read the hints. You see those creepy children videos on the algorithm? I saw something creepy with her for a while. I just assumed it's her. I could be wrong. Everyone, disprove me. I'm doing a short video clip on this. Nyanners is a very interesting person, and she's also made some sweet deals with the UFOs, but probably doesn't remember because she's a Pleiades star constellation. There's no money made in this, but anyways, I enjoy this because it's fun. Anyways, let's not. If anyone wants me to talk about this, please poke me. Right, go talk to me in the mall or some shit. Because I'm not getting any traffic in.
Faster that the ship has run aground and is listing heavily.
I'm doing this to show the employers that I'm flexible because I'm not really. I just need a job that pays more than my warehouse work. Even the managers are getting shorted, by the way. You know the easiest videos to do are the ones where you can complain about stuff, at least for like your personal life, rather than one complain in a way that helps everyone out. There's no there's full stop. There is no money in the arts. I can keep complaining. It's gonna take forever. My point is, it took like these posts are easy to make, right? This doesn't help anyone. How bad are Amazon's working conditions, right? Doesn't help anybody. Who does this help? This helps no one. This is hella easy to make, right? I think it is. Easier than what internet historians got. This doesn't help anyone. It literally doesn't. Because no one's hiring right now. Everyone's fibbing. How does this help anyone? Amazon's the only employer. So you want work reform, right? You need to have a comparison, right? I will never comment about that because I implicitly understand people bitch about shit. So they have to make a thread for it. They all obviously, this is like where the point is like, I understand the context. I understand there's worse people, but I still want to bitch about this company nevertheless. See how much that ruins this thread? The whole point is no one's supposed to ruin it. Like they all know how it gets ruined. Everyone understands the context. You don't need to bring it up. It's like the guy who ruins the party, right? The party is everyone hates Amazon. They all know how to ruin it. They all know the counter ruin it. No one's disagreeing with them. They just want to bitch. Right? It was a satire pub. They're making it so obvious this is satire, right? In terms of like, do they believe this is a legitimate complaint, right? They all don't think it is. Now what they do think is they need to bitch about it. That's all they feel like they need to do. Right? Because they know Reddit's their bitch. It's a valid complaint. Amazon's not... Yeah, fuck Amazon. I don't know if Costco pays people anything these days. Look, I'm just telling you, everyone's fibbing these days. I don't know about tech. I'm not sure about tech's employment numbers. Everything, it's just a lot of messed up things. So here's this, right? I don't know if I'm working at Amazon soon. I wonder if anyone's going to tell me if the managers are actually making money, because you don't do this kind of fraud unless you're not making money. At least my guess is. And some managers just bang employees. Like, what does that mean? That's true because it sucks, and the workers bang the workers, right? Yeah, I don't think they're getting paid. I think there's days where it don't get paid. There's something shifty with Amazon managers. And to protect myself, let's go play. By the way, since I posted that Stike censored me, I saw that one vid where I can't believe I'm trending on Twitter. Should I show that? I might as well at this point. Who knows if it's gonna completely. Yeah, Twitter home. I'll see some other channels. This is the twitter.com homepage. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen if I log out. That's a different story. They don't even exist. I just saw that. I keep advertising, by the way. I need a cleaner channel now. After Facebook gets taken out, I'm not going to fucking care. By the way, that's fake news. I think Jeff Zucker's finally figured out he wants to pay the news anchors $0. I think I mentioned this before. He's not resigning. He's just working remotely. It's just fake news. Look, I don't believe in the news cycle and anything. Because this sounds like if you wanted to run the company remotely, can't you just say you're resigning? So it makes you less of a target if you resign, right? You can now be both the board of directors and the CEO. There's so much fake news. This looks like fake news too. No. Alright, by the way, CNBC, I don't know if you're not making money, you might as well short the news anchors too. You might as well, quote, do the resignation excuse. Make the news anchors feel comfortable. Right? Because you're not making any money. You might as well say, hey, start your own YouTube channel, right? It's time to be internet historian. It's time to make some video game trailers so my company can make money. let's be a little, let's go. You just show this, it's like, you're just like, here's dish, now I want you to do that for me. Why don't you do this for me? It just makes money. It just makes money for people. Right? Why don't you help me? And I'm gonna show you a big surprise. The general public hates each other. If you're wondering why my dad got made, just ask yourself in the mirror. Ever wonder why Nancy got into the popularity quiz? Just look at yourself in the mirror. Yeah, we all live in a secret. There's probably around 5 already. Look, you just go to Reddit to bitch. If you ever thought about it closely, Reddit's just a place where you bitch about it. That's what Asians do to some extent. Minus the good ones. Seriously, it's all where you go complain. My boss, right? Boss complains about the employees in the sentence. You know, Nordstrom could benefit from this kind of commercial. I don't think I'm gonna be hired. I sort of got Victoria's Secret to achieve. There's so much sand in here. There's so she had a family that actually knew how to use magic to make a fortune. Where she had a stable family structure. Nowhere in the news does this show up anywhere. Yeah, right. I like there's no context. For me, I'm just like, it could be something else, right? But chances are it's a stable family, and that's not there because that's not a left-wing narrative, right? Not a popular one, anyways. Oh, did you know if the left-wing narrative is not popular, the left doesn't sell it? But did you know that to be a proper progressive, you actually have to do your job? That's not a popular narrative on any side, because everyone's lazy. Here's internet history.
As the first of the lifeboats arrive on
having like 2 or 3 layers in this 1 second clip, right?
shore, the deputy mayor takes the initiative and races to board one of the lifeboats, returning
like
to the ship,
5 whole days.
and starts trying to find someone in charge. He gives up
This is a lot
and
of
starts
work.
helping
It's
passengers.
fun to do, but like, most people, when they're spending like 5 whole days doing this, they're definitely thinking about their cheddar, right? Because passion is volatile. We're talking about like a need, right? He doesn't need to do this. You know what he needs to do? He needs to like he's passionate about filmmaking. Don't get me wrong, right? But the thing is, when you're passionate, the moment you're passionate about something, but anytime you have a passion, you have to compare it to your other passions. Are you more passionate about filmmaking, or are you more passionate about like relaxing in a hot tub? Right? You're passionate about filmmaking because you think it achieves a certain type of incentives, right? Like money or fame, right? But do you need to do it? Need is when you actually are focusing on the incentives, right? Suddenly your passion becomes flexible. Yeah, that's the problem. Passion is different, right? You're passionate about stuff. You're looking for long. This is the problem I have with people. I've talked about this a bunch of times before. You need to do something, right? And once you say you need to do something, all of a sudden you have to figure out what type of passions you want to pursue, right? To get those needs accomplished. Some passions are more profitable than others. Because that's what it means to have passion. When you're passionate about something, you're not just thinking of pursuing one thing, you might be pursuing multiple other things, right? because the dopamine that created those passion might react the same way to another discipline, right? Because you're playing a comparison game with passion. Like, you're comparing, like, maybe this subject I'm the most passionate about, and you move down the list of subjects I'm way less passionate about, and then you get way less passion than that other subject, right? That's why it's not really a good discussion to have. Like, what's my gift? You might have multiple gifts. Now you have to look at which one earns cheddar, right? You're always going down a list. Now, when it comes to needing, like I need to do something, you don't have a list, right? Not a list like that where you cross things down. Those are permanently fixed, essentially. Right? Needs versus want, right? This guy worked hard. I'll give you that much. Yeah, you can also... So, people can also crop videos. Guys, I'm going to end that. If anyone wants to comment on Nyanners about her life, I suggest you strongly not. Right? But if you care about her, you might as well. Maybe you want to get into a relationship with her.
The fact that we do 2 capstones and you do them at the beginning and the end really allowed me to highlight different parts of my skills
Nyanners has a group of friends that are hot and do the same thing.
That was...
This commercial is brought to you by the Anaconda, you guys. We still have that. Oh, there we go!
My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't.
I'm starting to realize what the joke about her was at right now.
Hot boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. Big dope dealer money, he was getting some coins. He was in the law, but he lived in a palace. Bought me Alexander McQueen, he was keeping me stylish. Now that's real, real, real. Good in my...
I didn't realize what the joke about her was until the fans clued me in after like the 5th podcast. I was like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna go stop. Right, that's why she can make those memes, because she has a sad life. It fuels her to make these covers, right?
Hands on the block, smoke trees.
I think she smokes too. She was traumatized. She got her connections that way. Most people don't want to talk about their past, how they got their subscribers. Right? It's all about showing up on the algorithm so people click on your stuff. That's all it's about, right? There's a lot of good videos out there. You wonder why they don't get as much views. It's because people are too lazy to search stuff up. And then there's also the problem that people don't know what they actually want. They know they need something. That's all they know. But like how to use that want to achieve that need is a different story, right? How to know what exactly they want. That's the framing. Need is like the subconscious, right? I gotta fulfill my needs, right? Nyanners hands like, let's see how many people pity her. 1.39 million subscribers. Well, pity her. That's why they subscribe to her. And believe it or not, the pity gives her more subscribers. I think like yesterday she had 1.12 million. Now she has 1.3. You know you'll subscribe to her because you pity her. You just will look at her in a very pitiful light. I'm sure she thought about suicide, and it was on. I remember she did think of one, and then I was like wondering, oh, okay, now I tied the clues back together. Bet you she's been into a lot of relationships, doesn't want to talk about it. It's awkward. Right? Awkward, like it's like karaoke night, right? She sings about how much her love life sucks. Now, does that mean anything? Well, you're paying a YouTuber. Not really sure what your expectations are for a happy, stable life is. I'd say if you start at rock bottom, you can't go anywhere but up. Right. Anyways, yeah, that's it for my podcast. I'm gonna be uploading.